Welcome to the 2017 ASC competition.
So this actually has been our first year. Actually, every single person on the team, first time with mechanical, and 5 out of 6 people on the team, it's the first time actually coming to Reno and participating in the competition.
As the night begins, the crowd anxiously waits for the doors to open. With the night underway, Sacramento State is full of excitement and expectation.
Is the professional association for the development and advancement of construction education, with the sharing of ideas, and the knowledge inspired.
We got to be down at Cupertino's room by 7 for them to give us the problem statement and what exactly we're going to be tackling for the day, and then we just go up to the room, divide up the tasks how we can, and see what we can get done.
But we prepared. We did a dry run a couple weeks ago, figured out all the kinks, started working with each other, and we feel pretty confident.
With months of practice and preparation, each team spent countless hours learning from their coaches, spending late nights and even their weekends prepping for this year's competition.
Right now, we have just been working on our practice problems. We're doing past problems that the teams have faced up there in Reno before. We'll work on a problem. Sometimes we'll do estimating, sometimes do scheduling, all types of PM roles, and then we'll practice on what we learned.
We spend most of our Saturdays spending 7 a.m. in the morning all the way to most likely 8 p.m. at night just working on problems to get prepared for this competition. I think our coaches do a great job in actually teaching us really critical information that pertains to this competition.
We started, I think, around October, and we started the weekly meetings, and then we started the dry runs, the 12-hour Saturdays, and then we started the 2-3 meetings a week, the private meetings with PM, superintendent. So it's been a lot, but it's rewarding, and I've learned a phenomenal amount.
The problem right now that they're working on is a practice problem that they have to deliver to the judges. Kind of exposes them to what they might be working on that day.
We've taken time to, each week to devote it to figuring those out and seeing how we can do those the most efficiently and effectively as possible.
But if your water line is in the rock, which in this case it was,
so is it more up to like the crusher?
Yes.
What do you want?
Exactly. So they could do this in Tanner Park, about 6 lanes.
Yard. If you have a big site job and you have a room to store that material and the crusher and all that stuff, you really need to.
So when they say, hey, you need to be on site, you need to be doing this work now. I sent you an RF, you respond. I sent you an RF like 2 weeks ago. Well, how's our manpower? Are we 50% complete with our manpower?
Yeah, on the March 13th, we're starting underpinning the columns. As you guys can see on the legend, the blue arrows are going from Olympic Street.
Total cost for excavation, including demo, is $68,000.
Let's use this as our kind of guide of, okay, we got an existing deck, existing building above it.
Now that day 2 of the competition is passed and the teams have completed and turned in their problems, it's now time to give their presentations.
Awesome. So I want to start off today by telling you guys about some potential future risks that we have on this project.
As of right now, all we have is a kind of a preliminary schedule submitted as well as our estimate, and we're kind of waiting to hear back from our GC and our owner as to how we're going to proceed with that. I think everything leading up to the competition is really what kind of built this team.
Super proud of them, how far they've come, and excited to see how much farther they're going to go next year.
In Area 2, we're going to be having a drainage and erosion control system there, and as you see, between the two areas, we have about a mile length, so we'll be working simultaneously to try and get those done within the amount of working days.
We made sure that we really X'd out and made kind of a pad for a staging area. That way, if we needed to bring things in and park it, we could.
Nice job. So our framer came to us with this AHA. We evaluated and noticed that there were some discrepancies according to our safety plans.
One more item for you. At the end of your schedule, you guys had a 10-day duration for your owner punch list.
right?
So it's good start, but I like the approach.
Okay. Well, if you're bidding on something, I guess, right? You usually start high, right?
Yeah.
Way down. So.
Good.
I'm actually really impressed. I think the team has come a long way with their presentation skills. They killed it. Seamless transitions was really good, and they submitted a complete binder. So I think, they overall, had a really strong presentation and a strong delivery, strong binder. I think this is just, it's a really good opportunity for them to show all the industry here what they've got, show them what they're made of. This is a good way for them to get exposure to industry, network with a lot of other people, and build their careers.
What do these 6 people have in common? Just like the first 4, they all think different.
With the project management team that we have assembled for you, you can be assured that scheduled deadlines will be the last thing on your minds.
So one of the key things that we've discussed and thought about is utilizing prefabrication, especially in those times where we've got a lot of people on site. If we can, kind of offset those activities and do some of the work ahead of time, prefabbing it when we have some of those gaps in there.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
This is where partnering with our key subcontractors is going to give us the advantage.
We tend to focus a little more on quality and history of the subcontractor.
And more importantly, it's a reminder that safety, productivity, and quality are our top priorities.
Thank you, Dan. You pretty much hit the nail on the head with what it means to work at Sunt. Those 3 key pillars are absolutely important to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
As day 3 comes to a close, each team is invited back to hear from the problem sponsors on how they would perform the job. As a Sac State team listens in, they are pleasantly surprised with what they're hearing.
I feel really confident in my team, and I'm proud of my team, proud of myself. It was a lot of hard work, but I think we nailed it.
With high hopes, each of the teams will now have to wait till tomorrow for the award ceremony. On the last day of the competition, the Sacramento State students get a chance to rub shoulders with the 130 businesses in attendance at the job fair. It's their time to mingle and make connections.
So the job fair itself creates a lot of opportunities for us students. This is where we get most of our jobs, more so than contacting the industry outside of this competition. Personally, this is where I have gained my internships from these competitions.
During the award ceremony, each team is joined by the instructors, coaches, and family. In addition, recruiters are among those watching, often making it priority to seek out Sac State students after the presentation to discuss career opportunities.
Second place goes to Sacramento State.
Second place goes to Sacramento State.
Really proud of these guys and the amount of effort that they put in. Just what a surprise. Fingers up, baby. Way to go, Sac State.
So third place, Sacramento State.
Welcome to the open award ceremony for Region 6-7 ASC Student Competition. We welcome all you students.
And now for our first place team. This team was a high-performing team, really blew all of our judges' socks off. It's team 16. James Bresnahan, Cal State Sacramento. David Forte, Sacramento State.
Second place, Sacramento State.
And for first place for Concrete Solutions, we have Sacramento State.
At a 71% success rate, Sac State teams brought home more wins than any other college who competed. Another testimony to the tenacity of our students, the dedication of the coaches who prepared the students for the competition, the stellar support of industry and Sacramento State. The driving force behind the effort was Sacramento Construction Management Education Foundation. We want to thank our SMEF Board of Directors and the companies they represent. Thank you to all of our sponsors for the help and support and being involved in the 2017 ASC competition with Sacramento State.